Thank you all for having me here today, and I thank you so much for all your hard work on behalf of the people of Milwaukee and indeed for people all over our great state. This is the fourth Water Summit, the time when we meet around a shared and lofty goal, making Milwaukee the freshwater capital of the world. It's remarkable to see and be part of increasing our momentum toward that goal and building on the foundation that has been set in years past. We have world-class colleges and universities here. We have respected companies. At last count, more than 120 water companies in the area. Our universities and our businesses are leading the charge and have brought on so many others to build a network of change for a better Milwaukee and a better region. This partnership truly showcases the best that Milwaukee has to offer. This is the kind of model that we must continue to promote, bringing together business with our colleges and universities and matching city, state, and federal support with private dollars. This is one of my major priorities, and I've made it clear to my colleagues who are in a position to help. The federal government must be a partner in this great effort. Together we have an opportunity to ensure the vitality and prosperity of Milwaukee for generations to come. Together we can and will turn Milwaukee into the Silicon Valley for water technology. And just as the technology produced in Silicon Valley is in use all around the world, the benefits of this venture will be felt here and abroad. When we're done, Milwaukee will be known not only for beer, but also for water, and may I also say as the champions of the National Basketball Association. Our topic today, the blue footprint, is timely. As you know, in Washington, we're struggling with how to be better stewards of our resources as well as smarter with our energy. There are similarities between energy and water. We know that water is just as scarce, if not more so, than oil. However, we don't have 40 years to debate how to tackle the problems associated with water. The time is now when Wisconsin is uniquely poised to take a leading role. And that is why this summit, the Milwaukee Water Council, and the goal of making Milwaukee a water technology and policy hub is so very important. Most of you already know that we've been working together for some time to bring home federal funding for various water initiatives. And each year we've been able to help give shape and resources to this effort. Over the past few years, we've been able to secure about $2.5 million, and this year we hope to do even more. Working with the leadership in this group, I submitted a funding request for $5 million. This money will be a first step toward a center of excellence for water technology and enable our students and businesses to interact, create the new products that will revolutionize this industry, and create even more new jobs and businesses. But this is just the beginning. Moving forward, there's even more for us to do. We'll need to mobilize the top levels of the federal government. They need to have the same urgency for water as they do for energy. And furthermore, they need to see and become part of the good work being done here in Milwaukee. Please know that I will always be a resource to facilitate these conversations. Make no mistake, this is a lofty goal that will take a lot of work, but this team is up to the challenge and has the knowledge and drive to be successful. I believe in this idea, I believe in you, and I'm on your side. Thank you again for your dedication and commitment. I look forward to the great things that will come from this partnership. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Senator, for giving us some time and that $5 million funding to help with our economic development and education will certainly be put to good use. Thank you. Let's get back to the Water Council update now. We have a few more things to cover, and then we'll get into the rest of the program. But making a difference within our region is very critical for companies, research, and talent. As we continue to expand upon our world hub for water education, One of the highlights has been the addition of the UWM School of Freshwater Sciences. It's a huge step in that direction. This school is the first of its kind in North America, and in just a few weeks, the first class pursuing graduate degrees in freshwater sciences will begin their work at UWM and provide companies around the region with highly qualified employees. To give us an update on the progress of the School of Freshwater Sciences is Patricia Ardondo, who is Associate Vice Chancellor and Interim Dean at the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee School of Continuing Education. Patricia?
I am here representing Chancellor Carlos Santiago, who asked that I bring you some updates from UWM. The Chancellor as well. He's just on a holiday with his family, getting a well-deserved rest. A few remarks have already alluded to the progress that UWM has made in partnership with the Water Council and other entities in the greater Milwaukee area, so I just want to focus in on a couple of these. The first, of course, is the School of Freshwater Sciences, the first in the country, as Paul mentioned, that was approved in 2009. And our inaugural class in the Masters in Freshwater Sciences and Technology, the PhD in Freshwater Sciences, will be welcomed this September. So we'll probably have anywhere from 5 to 6 students in those initial cohorts. Additionally, the Board of Regents and the state legislature committed $50 million to the construction of a new site over on Greenfield Street, which is right next to the Great Lakes Research Facility. This facility has been in use for more than 40 years, not exactly the state of the art, but they have been able to conduct important aquaculture research and other important water science research there for the last 40 years. So we're very excited about this and expect groundbreaking in 2011. Additional news relates to the Reed Street area that has also been mentioned. UWM Real Estate Foundation, in collaboration with the Water Council, has committed to raise funds for the development of the Water Research Park. The Reed Street Yard has been earmarked by the city to be the site for construction of the second headquarters for the School of Freshwater Sciences. And at the yard, we will have essential water technology partnerships taking place. The College of Engineering and Applied Sciences at UWM is taking the lead, and it will be the home for the translational research labs in collaboration with the water industry. Additionally, I'd like to mention that we conduct a number of current programs at the School of Continuing Education for those in the water technology industry. Practitioners can keep up to date with the latest changes in water technology. A lot has been going on. UWM has been very proactive in creating Milwaukee as the water hub of the world, but because we know that the challenges, not only on a local, state, and national level, but also on a global level, are critical. And Chancellor Santiago expresses his congratulations to the summit organizers and wishes he could be here, but sends his greetings and will continue to lead UWM in these important endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. Water and law are increasingly becoming intertwined. With water rights issues, the Great Lakes Compact, and other policy-related topics. Barry, no lawyer jokes. I thought about it, but we're running behind on schedule. Besides, Foley just joined the Water Council, so we'll be nice today. Marquette University has taken the lead with a certificate program in water law with its esteemed law school. And UW-Whitewater, which has the largest business school, added a water track to its business programs. Students getting degrees in business can mix in science courses that will give them a solid background on water and its importance in business, the environment, and more. Schools are coordinating water education too, with articulation programs, agreements being established across colleges and universities throughout the region. Led by UW Parkside and Gateway Technical College, other schools getting involved include Milwaukee Area Technical College, Waukesha County Technical College, Marine Park Technical College, and Mount Mary College. There are more to come. The technical colleges are also leading the way with National Science Foundation grants. I'd also like to recognize Concordia University and Carthage College for their expanded work in environmental science, buoyed in part by the advancement of water technologies efforts we're making. I think we covered just about every university in the area. The Water Council has been busy promoting internship and mentoring programs and working with private and public educational institutions to promote water curricula. The MPS Headwaters program was created for an initiative called Project Lead the Way, which helps certify schools and teachers. A number of innovative students are taking part in the competition for underwater robotics, creating robotic operating vehicles, or ROV. The competition is led by UW Milwaukee in collaboration with Discovery World and a number of area businesses and high schools. This helps nurture young talent that will be capable of developing the water technologies of the future. The Water Council is all about collaboration, both externally and internally. The Council's committees not only do excellent work on their own, but often cross over and help each other with initiatives. This work is not done in silos. I'd like to recognize our committees, their co-chairs, and members attending. Our Corporate and University Linkages Committee specializes in bringing business and academia together to conduct research, develop new technologies, and bring it to market. The NSF Industry University Collaborative Research Center is a prime example of their work. Their co-chairs are Malcolm Kinnaird and Brian Thompson. Would members of this committee please stand? I'd also like to recognize our Education Talent Committee, which has played instrumental roles in helping us develop education programs in water from K through 12 through the university level, developing the internship program, and coordinate articulation agreements across many of our region's colleges and universities. Their co-chairs are Bob Heidemann and Elizabeth Thielen. Would members of the Education and Talent Committee please stand? Our Global Communications Committee has had a string of marketing successes in their quest to get the word out about Milwaukee and the work going on here. As Rich said earlier, we're getting a lot of recognition in a lot of places you wouldn't expect. We're getting in-flight magazines, we're getting featured in Wall Street Journal articles, The Economist, and more. Their work has even spread to the point where we have CNBC here today for the Water Summit. Their co-chairs are Dean Amhouse and Janice Slater. Would members of the Global Communications Committee please stand? And we're forming new committees. We have two more. One recently started last week and the other is in development. First, the Economic Development Committee. You may remember we mentioned the importance of economic development in our mission and how growth from within was the primary goal. As this committee identifies and synthesizes regional assets, challenges, and opportunities, they will also bring a different philosophy with the goal of stimulating entrepreneurial attitudes. We have to do a better job of encouraging new ideas, big thinking, and risk tolerance to help entrepreneurs take advantage of opportunities with organizations like BizStarts Milwaukee to find funding and support. We have to cross old boundaries and form new partnerships, nurture development from within, and think big and globally. Outside companies will take notice and respond accordingly. The co-chairs for this new committee are Dave Christensen and Keith Lindenbaum. Would members of the Economic Development Committee that are present please stand? Finally, speaking of globally, we have the International Committee in the process of being formed right now. The International Committee will, just like it sounds, focus on the international aspects of the Milwaukee region, serving as a world water hub for business, policy, environmental stewardship, and general leadership as the go-to place for water technology. The chair of the International Committee is Christian Bartley. Christian is in D.C. today, but there are others who have been involved in our international activities. Would you please rise? I'd like to take a moment to again thank our committee chairs and all the volunteers on these committees who have worked with us to get where we are today. We could not have done it without their countless hours of help. Well, that's just a quick sampling of what's taken place over the last year. But just like a toddler, we're starting to build up more and more speed. There is much more on the near horizon that we're close to unfolding. A new website that will go with our new brand, new videos of researchers and scientists, and participation in the International Water Association World Congress in Montreal in September. We have upcoming national conferences coming to Milwaukee and international speakers at our universities, such as Environmental Leadership Program Conference in September and UWM's Institute of World Affairs, Keenan Forum, at the end of September as well. Stay tuned, but more importantly, stay involved. One of the biggest and most important things we can ask you to do is keep talking up this region's water cluster. It does not cost you a thing, but we as a region can reap tremendous benefits, as we have seen with our friends from AMDS. Thank you. That's our update. As you can see, we've had a lot going on. Come a long way in the 4 years.